Mm-hmm. 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 Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see, set the path for the youth them. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this shit. Yes, I. Greetings to the mighty of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I first. See, so we are beat out I say a quick one, but one when necessary, one we have to do, you know. We want enough respect to all our subscribers them. Big up all of the new subscribers them. And if you just a pass through, you know, hope you like the content and show your likeness, you know, by subscribe, you see it and help grow the thing. You see, but there's a bit of distressing news where I go across Britain from the other day, yeah, and I not to hear much about it on the media, you see it. So I open I hear my way. So I read a bit about what one, I can get you understand, because when I try to show you are the contrast with investigating black crime as opposed to any other crime. You know, see, I mean, I draw two famous reference, seeing, but it kind of hurtful and it just go to show the state of our social affair, you know, because, you know, it's rough. Anyway, I'm going to read that one quickly. Seeing, the police watchdog is assessing whether the Met need to be investigated over its handling of the disappearance of Richard Okorogheye. The student was found dead in a pond in Essex after being reported missing by his family 2 weeks earlier. After Mr. Okorogheye's body was found, the Met Police made a mandatory referral to the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC. The IOPC said it would look to see if any future involvement is required. The Met said as a matter of routine, a referral had also been made to its Directorate of Professional Standards, as the 19-year-old had been reported missing by his family before his body was found. After making the initial missing persons report on the 22nd of March, Mr. Okoroghey's mother, Evidence Joel, alleged that when his disappearance was first reported, police did nothing. Miss Joel said she was initially told her son was an adult who could go out and come back whenever he wanted. She said she told officers her son, who had sickle cell disease, had no jacket, no money, so I am worried. I am concerned about his well-being. But that is what only on the but that it was only on the following Sunday and Monday after his disappearance that she felt like they were doing something. After leaving the family home in Ladbroke Grove, West London, on the 22nd of March, Mr. Okorogheye took a taxi to a residential suite in Loughton, Essex, where he was last seen on CCTV in the early hours of the following day, walking towards Epping Forest. Miss Joel previously said her son had been struggling to cope with his business and IT degree at Oxford Brookes University. His body was found in a pond in Epping Forest on Monday evening. Mr. Okorogheye's death is currently being treated as unexplained. A post-mortem examination found no evidence of physical trauma or assault. Further tests are being carried out to establish the cause of his death. Seeing, so initially now it's like when the mother met the police, them know say our son gone missing, and it's out of character for him go missing like that, whereas he's not well. You know, see, whereas he's not well. See, you know, she did not necessarily accept or appreciate the police approach. So I say, but you can't blame her still, cause if you observe even the George Floyd saga we are going the other day, you see, in my boss say him can't breathe and think, cause I'm show the whole thing on camera now. My boss say him can't breathe, him need air and him not feel well and things like that. And if you listen to the police, them around him for them concern was like basically how much humor them can find out of it. There was not that level of humanity, really and truly. You see, them mainly, I tell people say him high, him depend drugs, you know, see, which is you're not a doctor, you're a drug specialist like that. See, for really, if you have that condition in your mind that you cannot even share it with people. So this is the reason why the man in the position where him there. Obviously, you precondition your mind in regards to the character. I and I, because at the end of the day, if I complain or if I look away, normally if it was many other race, every other race when I got through stress or struggle or thing like that, it's looked at as an ailment. You see, it's understandable that they did accept or realize that something was wrong, but what they chose to put it down to was kind of callous, not kind of, very callous. You know, see it at the beginning because it eventually leads to the death of a father. You know, see it, somebody brother. You know, see it on camera. You get me? Even though the policeman looked like he was hell bent, he had all intent on murdering that man, George Floyd. You get what I say? But we have to just leave them to how them process them, how them system, you know, process them thing because at the end of the day, me personally, from the video evidence of me see, I feel like as a system, as a courthouse, as a judicial system, that's enough. It's a boy guilty for me, as far as I'm concerned. You know, see, I don't think I want to see much from much else. You know, see, but again, Richard Okorogheye. Richard Okorogheye. You don't know. His parents, his mother, and him relative, them basically in a trauma, right, you know, because he left by Jamaican standard, then for the people that were familiar with the thing, it was coming like say him left from Spanish Town, got St. Thomas in a winter without a coat, you know, without certain things like you hear me explain, like his mother say in a statement. You see what I say? So, you know, a whole heap of things no match up. See, in my mind, the era where him go is not so conducive or welcoming to people of his caste. You understand what I say? So there's a lot of things to look into. Yeah, mother said they struggle with him Oxford thing and thing like that, but she still no verge to the point where she has tried indicate that he had any suicidal tendency or anything like that. But what I've observed is that the media constantly lean the narrative in that area. You understand what I say? It's the safest place to be. So it give me no satisfaction to conclude what the circumstance might have been in regards to him missing, in regards to his death. You see, because again, it has happened many times before where the system, because of being used its shame and cover certain crimes and atrocities like that, because you know, and the rest of the world knows the people living in Britain who stay like that. See, so I've seen instances where the system itself go above and beyond to protect that image, that type of image. You get what I say? And let perpetrators walk free for years. You see, it's happening in London with the Stephen Lawrence case. You get what I say? And this police angling's why it happened like that. You know, see? So we have to pay attention to them thing there. And while them try create and slide it one way, yeah, we have to stay open-minded and look on it all way, because 20 years from now, you're going to hear them say, John, Dick and Harry do it because of whatever reason whatsoever. Because we have seen this happen to us before in our black community. You see, youth end up dead, and the help and the assistance we get from the authorities was not forthcoming, or the effort was little, or, you know, low-key. Seen 12, 13 children dead in South London from in the 80s, and it was a racist charge, killing, murder, mass killing, children. You see it, and that gets swept up under the carpet. You know, you about nobody get convicted about that or anything like that. See, a couple of years ago, probably about 2008 or something like that, a little baby got missing. Her parents left her in her room in Portugal on her own. Seeing a little baby girl. Even to this day, them still a search for her. So far, I think the amount where them spend 11 million find a little white girl. See, Richard Okorogheye gone missing, and his parents, who is the most likely people feel or suspect that something is not right? Your parents. You understand what I say? You know, if them call upon you for help, it's your duty. You're not supposed to come up with an excuse why the man's gone missing. It's not like every day the people them call you and tell you that them son gone missing. You see, given the atmosphere of everything and people are complaining about institutional racism in Britain and things like that, even though the Prime Minister the Prime Minister do a review the other day and come back say nothing needs fixing in Britain in regards to racism. Everything is good. You know, see, everything is good. See, that's my wonder if I be a black staff and make the non-existent black staff where I'm not having in government come up, sit on the panel there and come up with that there suggestion or conclusion. You understand what I say? See, which you'd never do that with any other race. You'd have to have the race of people who the issue concern. You'd have to have some respectable professionals sit down on the panel to and educate, discuss, and share knowledge with the rest of the panel. You know, see. But however that happened, we don't know who are the member of the panel, but we always have people talk or articulate for us how we feel or how we might feel or supposed to be feeling. You understand what I say? And it's acceptable, and we just sit back and love it, make it happen. Matter of fact, you know, so when them try lean it away, when the most likelihood is that it's a strong possibility say put some energy into wagwan. See, put some energy in the argument. Say, yo, we know say this is a strong possibility say, given the racially charged atmosphere in Britain, you know, it could have been something like that. You see it, and we are look out for now one people, well-being, well-intentioned people in the community come up front now and give some evidence and some argument in regards to Wagwan, who saw him. Some more interest, some more fervor in the investigator, some more energy, some more demand. You know, see, them things that happen to black people. Jamaican, it's indicative in a Jamaican for that happen to sufferers of crime, especially from a ghetto persuasion. You know, see, we all see the effort and the energy we're going to solving crimes from uptown, you know, see, but when it comes to our little, you know, see, but if I drop one tribute to the little youth, Richard Okorogheye, you know, see. Yeah, but you will catch the name in the description and the edit, you know, see, but yeah, we have to keep the sound out and the word out and show some interest and make the world know, say, we haven't forgotten, you know? You know, see it. And while we are feature the thing like this and I show interest in our own cause, you'll find some people in authority will start put more focus and effort in what we are doing because eyes out here watch and platform there for highlight we're suffering. So you don't know, more bless. You see, keep George Floyd in your mind. Pray for George Floyd so that he get some justice in them last days. As bad as them try to tear down him character and try to characterize him as drugs head or whatever, troublemaker, however. Even though it's blatant on camera, murder in our eyes, according to our knowledge. You understand what I say? But because you don't know. Anyway, share, like, and subscribe. You see it. More blessed. Rastafari.